Hey everyone, it is Tuesday, May 6th, 2025, and it's time for another Toast Tuesday. I am Mike.
And I'm Cameron.
And we are coming at you here from Toast Winery on the beautiful Finger Lakes of New York on a really sunny, beautiful spring day.
Needed, much needed.
Not sure how long that's going to last. We've had a lot of rain here lately.
So much rain.
So time for another Toast Tuesday. Two big national days today.
Ooh.
Two really big days for those that chose to dedicate themselves to helping others. So this is a day for appreciation of them for sure. It is National Teacher Appreciation Day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big day for all of those teachers out there that are teaching our students. Great day today. Do you know Jane used to be a teacher?
That I do remember.
She was. She was a teacher at one time before running this winery here. Also our own Brittany.
Yep.
Also a teacher. So Brittany that comes out to help us. Also a teacher. Jane's sister. Jane's sister Elise is also a teacher. Her sister Jeanette is a teacher. The whole family of teachers
all
on
teachers.
Jane's side. So quite the family there. And Paige is also a teacher, if you know who Paige is. So thank you to those teachers out there. Great day to recognize and thank them for everything that they do. If that wasn't enough,
back to back,
it's also National Nurses Day.
Nurse Day too.
Nurses Day. I mean, it feels a little bit unfair that they have to share the day.
That's true.
But nurses also incredibly helpful and again, people who have dedicated their life to helping others. So happy National Nurses Day out there. Our own Carissa,
yes,
is a nurse. Mm-hmm. So good for Carissa and what she does. My sister-in-law Gloria is a nurse who was just here this past weekend that you got to meet.
I did.
Any teachers or nurses in your life that you would shout out?
No teachers, but my girlfriend's mom is a nurse.
Okay, so great.
Thank you, Diana.
Yeah, that's cool. So thank you. Amazing people, and the things that you do and the sacrifices you make. It's just it's a great day to recognize nurses and teachers. So again, thank you for everything you do. Happy birthday to George Clooney today.
George Clooney. Happy birthday.
Born on this day, 1961.
61.
Not a young man. Not a young man. Older than me. I'll just, for the record, older than me. Happy birthday to George Clooney. Also happy birthday to Bob Seger.
Bob Seger.
Do you know who Bob Seger is?
Is he the one that Old Time Rock and Roll?
Old Time Rock and Roll.
I love
Bob Seger. Bob Seger, 80 years old today.
Yeah,
80 years old. I can't believe he's 80 years old. You know, Bob Seger was a little bit before my time even. There are some Bob Seger songs I love. There are some Bob Seger songs I can't stand.
I want to know which one.
Old Time Rock and Roll being one that whenever that song comes on, I just cringe.
I love that one.
But no, I do like a lot of his songs as well, but that is definitely not one of them.
I knew it had to be the one you didn't like.
You knew, right? Yeah. So 80 years old today, Bob Seger.
Bob Seger, happy birthday.
American music legend. All right, how was your week, Cameron?
Oh, it was good. A movie that I was looking forward to finally came out on streaming platforms. It's called Magazine Dreams.
Magazine Dreams. Any not plot, but anything you would put out there without spoiling it? What kind of movie is it?
It's like he wants to be a bodybuilder, like so bad that he obsesses over it, and it's just his story of like him trying to become like the best bodybuilder there ever was. Yeah.
And so was it worth it? The movie was it good?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Magazine Dreams.
Magazine Dreams.
All right. What streaming service can you find that on?
Amazon.
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
All right. Magazine Dreams. Never heard of it, but okay. I'll have to.
It's pretty good.
I'll have to see. I'll have to check it out. Good week here with Cinco de Mayo weekend.
Fantastic. Yes, it was.
Cinco de Mayo weekend. I think it was a big hit, right?
I think it was too.
It was a huge hit. We sold a ton of sangrias, ton of sangria flights, nachos.
Nachos were killer. Yeah.
I think everybody loved it.
Oh,
That partook in it for sure. Got a great
so
big
good.
bowl of nachos for everyone.
Mhm.
We're definitely going to do that again.
We should.
But
Yeah.
I think it's definitely going to be something we do. Only for Cinco de Mayo weekend.
Yeah.
And the nachos were a big hit. I think the sangrias were a big hit
I would
too.
say too.
Any crowd favorite that stuck out to you in terms of the three that we had on offer?
I think lavender was the winner.
Lavender.
I think it had
Yeah.
to be.
Okay. Yeah. That's a cool hot flavor right
Yeah.
now. And what a beautiful color
It
that
was so
right?
pretty.
Just such a
Yeah.
lightish purple, I guess I would call it. All right, so lavender was the big hit. Yeah, that's going to be our sangria of the time for right now.
Mhm.
So we're going to go exclusively to the lavender
Just
Rita
lavender.
sangria. So you can come in and get that any day of the week
Mhm.
that we're open. Lavender Rita sangria, really good, right? Really good. Yeah, I think people love that one. So yeah, we're going to run that for a little while. Yeah, so great weekend there from a Cinco de Mayo standpoint. We also had a little bit of a surprise celebration here at Toast Winery.
We did.
A little surprise celebration. Surprise to me anyway.
To you,
Seemed
yes,
like
it was.
everybody else
Yes.
knew about it. I've never been surprised in my life for anything like that.
It's so cool.
And there was a little surprise get together. Before I lose the audience, I'm not going to go in too much detail here, but wow, was I surprised? My son, who I knew was my son and his wife, who I knew were coming in
Nice.
to town on Saturday, like known that now for a few weeks.
Mhm.
He showed up just as expected, and then at about 5 o'clock,
Yep.
people started coming in the door
Mhm.
and coming in the door and coming in the door, unbeknownst to me. My mom came here
Yes.
from Wilmington,
Yep.
North Carolina.
Come on.
My brother Jeff and his wife from Erie, Pennsylvania. One of my dearest friends, Joe, and his wife and his son came. Jane's family came.
Yep.
My parents came. What a night! Brittany was here.
Yep.
Elise was here. Crazy. I won't. I'll leave somebody out if I try to go through the full list, but I won't do it. But I had no idea this was happening.
Funny.
So a little bit of a surprise celebration.
Surprise.
Yeah, and it was quite special. It was quite special for sure. So huge thank you to Jane, who coordinated a lot of this, and others as well that helped as well. I think the whole thing was my son's idea. Wow, I just had no idea any of that was going on.
Hysterical.
And it was quite special. And this kind of something like that, and the people that took the time to come out here to celebrate, I guess I'll call it, really makes you feel like the love and support that I have and Jane and I have in our lives is just incredible. So I felt very blessed to have great friends and family who support us. Of course, you were there.
Absolutely.
And, other staff members were there. It was quite amazing. So I'm truly appreciative, truly thankful for that moment, which was
it was quite
really
a shock.
good, really good, and incredible friends too. I mean, when after several IPAs, I was telling this to a lot of people, but one of the things that Jane and I really didn't think about owning a winery is the connections and the relationships that we have made with some of our customers who now I'm very happy to call friends. That it's just one of those things we just didn't think would happen. It's been pretty incredible this journey, and looking forward to lots more. So anyway. That's it. I didn't want to not mention it because it was the biggest part of the weekend.
It was
for me,
a pretty big part, yes.
And I couldn't go through Toast Tuesday without talking about it. So thank you to everyone who was there and everybody that made it happen. So wow, incredible. All right, let's change the subject. What's happening at Toast Winery?
All right. Well, pickle pairings are still going on all weekend long until the end of May, I believe.
End of May.
End of May, yes. Friday through Sunday.
Yeah, not Memorial Day weekend, the weekend after. I just found that.
Okay.
I just clarified that with the boss yesterday. Yeah,
skip
so
a
that's
weekend,
exciting.
We'll come back.
Well, no, we'll do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it Memorial Day weekend. Sorry. What I meant was Memorial Day weekend is not the last weekend.
Oh,
There's
I
one more
see.
weekend to go after Memorial
Good.
Day weekend. Yes. So no, I don't want to send anybody
Absolutely.
into a panic. So we'll go, yeah, all through May.
All through May. I love it.
Awesome. Yeah, that's fun.
That's always fun.
People really enjoyed that this weekend, I think, too. Well, you know what's going on right now.
Oh, yeah. Rosé in May.
Rosé in May.
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
we've talked about that. That goes on all week.
Mhm.
Again, so it's a tasting pass where you can go to 19 of our Seneca Lake Wine Trail wineries that are participating and get a rosé, and then taste through the some of their other tasting lists, right? However, they're individually running that. But again, what a bargain! $50, 19 wineries. You can sign up for it today. You can sign up for it Friday.
Exactly.
You can still get tickets for this. You just need to go to the Seneca Lake Wine Trail website. And even if you're just coming into town for the weekend, why not buy this pass? You'll save an incredible amount of money on wine tastings and have a great time. So yeah, Rosé in May, happening now through Sunday. Right?
Yeah, through Sunday.
Come see this guy. He'll get you set up. Let's see what else. Of course, Sunday is Mother's Day.
Sunday is Mother's Day.
Sunday is Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to those that are moms out there, and we'll be celebrating this Sunday. So that's a big day.
Good gift
for everyone.
Rosé in May
makes a good gift. Rosé in May. Take mom out for a little wine tasting. You're right. Well, we do have to. One thing that's not happening at Toast Winery that we've been talking about. Paint and Sip that was scheduled for Thursday, we have had to cancel it. We had some interest, but not enough interest to move forward with the event. So we're canceling that for next week. Appreciate those that did have the interest and purchase tickets, but you'll get your refund. And we'll schedule a Paint and Sip again, but we'll wait. Maybe for some time to go by, and we'll do it again at some point in the future. But thanks to those who signed up. Apologies, but we got to have enough people to make it worthwhile for both the artist and the guests, right? You don't want to be there with 3 people or something doing it. So we'll postpone that. The next Seneca Lake Wine Trail event is right around the corner.
Yep.
Right around the corner. After Rosé in May, we're doing our Smoking Summer Kickoff. This is our last wine and food pairing event before Deck the Halls. So it's kind of your last chance to go around and tour the wineries, get a food item at each winery, and get a tasting at that winery until November.
Come on.
So don't miss out on the last one. It's only going to be on Saturday and Sunday.
That's easy.
June 7th and 8th, Saturday and Sunday. Coming out and get your tickets again on the Seneca Lake Wine Trail website for that last food and wine pairing event that we're having. We are serving a black bean corn salad.
Oh.
Black bean corn salad.
Corn salad.
So apparently it's very good.
Oh.
I'm not sure. It's not something that's in my wheelhouse from a palate standpoint. But I think it's going to be excellent. Again, the idea behind Smoking Summer Kickoff is summertime
food items,
foods, right? Like those things that you would have in the summer.
Yes.
Black bean corn salad, nice and light but robust and flavorful. Definitely going to be a little umami happening there, and we'll have to make sure we get a good wine to pair that with.
We have to.
So, Smoking Summer Kickoff, June 7th and 8th. All right. Topical topics on a Tuesday. I thought, let's skip that this week. Really the topical topic for me right now is nurses and teachers.
Nurses and teachers.
Let's appreciate those nurses and teachers out there, and not just today, but every day, really. But hey, give them a shout out today for sure. But what are we drinking today, Cameron?
A nice, lovely barrel-aged Chardonnay today.
Barrel-aged Chardonnay. I wanted to revisit this one. So obviously we talked about this one on the show before. Our barrel-aged Chardonnay, aged in French oak for about 7 months. 7 months. So it's not going to be overly oaky. And it was a mix of oak, no new oak, but some 1-year-old, some 2-year-old oak. Did go through malolactic fermentation. We talked about malolactic fermentation for red wines. I did put this Chardonnay through malolactic fermentation. really smooths out the acid, makes it a smoother wine. A little bit of buttery flavor in there. There really is. Yeah, now that this
Oh
has
yeah,
been in the
there is.
bottle for a little bit, I just thought we'd revisit this again. Bigger wine
Yes,
is definitely a wine that has some nice body to it, I would
I would
say.
say
You
that as
definitely
well.
you get nice fruit on the nose, which I really like about this. Um, and you get that oak for sure. You taste that oak,
Yeah.
but it's got still got a nice crispness to it.
Oh,
Crisp
that's so
and smooth is how I would call this. So this has
good.
been a popular wine for sure.
Oh yeah, it's warmer
Again,
months.
a little more heavy duty than an unoaked Chardonnay, which tends to be light and fruity. This has got a little bit more oomph to it. I like it. Yeah, very good. It's coming along. Still beautiful, beautiful
Oh, I
wine
love
right
that
now.
one.
So barrel aged Chardonnay. Did not make any this year.
No,
The next time I do that will be this harvest from 2025.
nice.
So
Something to look
when this
forward
goes, it'll be out for a little while.
to. A while.
So yeah, barrel aged Chardonnay, nice one. Let's get to the top 5 list. Comes from another suggestion from one of our toast heads, from one of our Toast Tuesday viewers. A little bit more of a deeper thinking one today.
Very deep.
A little
Yes.
deeper thinking one today. Top 5 people you would like to sit down and have a glass of wine with.
Mm-hmm. And
Dead or alive, whatever the case might be, just someone that you would like to sit down and have a glass of wine with.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a very beautiful top 5.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's do it then. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
A little insightful for each of us, and maybe interesting, and hopefully thought provoking for you guys as well to think about your own list of who might be on it, because it did take me some time to go through this.
Yes.
All right. You want to start?
I'll start. I'm kind of all over the place with this one.
That's okay.
So number 5, Seth Rogen, I would say would be an interesting choice.
Okay.
I think he is like my favorite comedic actor.
Mhm.
He is funny, like through and through. I take a lot of inspiration of whatever stupid jokes that I'm saying from him. He's been in a lot of things that I do like, and I think it would be a little bit of a fun time to sit down and drink some wine with Seth Rogen.
I think it's a really good one. What creative genius, what a mind
Yes.
he must have, right?
Yes.
To kind of pick through that. Really good one.
And even serious roles too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Thank you.
Seth Rogen. I like that a lot. My number 5, and again, like last week, I think these are not necessarily in priority order.
Yes.
This is a list of 5 people who I'm interested in sitting down with. I imagine yours is probably the same.
Yes.
I picked Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark.
You know who Caitlin Clark is?
I don't believe so.
So Caitlin Clark is a female basketball player in the WNBA, and she has taken that sport to single-handedly, I would say, really put a spotlight on that sport. She's incredibly talented as a basketball player, and just so easy to root for, and she's really brought the spotlight onto the WNBA.
Yeah.
And not that there's not always been some fantastic, amazing basketball players in the league. There has been, but she's the all-time leading scorer in college basketball history. And so she came into the WNBA with already all this hype from. She was actually getting a lot of followers just even in college.
Yeah.
And now she's in the WNBA. This will be her 2nd year, and it's brought in so much attention to the league.
Yeah.
I think it would be fascinating to sit down and talk to her and just understand how that feels, how she must feel about that. Just single-handedly, really turning the WNBA into a sport that people are really interested in watching. She went to Iowa University, and the WNBA season hasn't started yet this year. They're playing exhibition games. She's on the Indiana Fever is the name of the team that she's on right now. So they play normally in Indiana. They did an exhibition game in Iowa at the old stadium, or just this past weekend, at the old arena where she used to play. Sold out, and tickets were like selling for like $650 a ticket for an exhibition game.
Yeah,
That
that's
so
crazy.
yeah, so she's
Nice.
quite the star.
I would say so.
And yeah, I would love to sit down and just talk to her.
I love that. Yeah, because you growing up, you're a big basketball fan and still are. So I think that's phenomenal.
Yeah. All right, I'm
Beautiful.
going to try not to go that deep with everyone.
That's
I'm
I
not
like
sure
that
why
though.
I went
I mean,
off on. I felt like I needed
yeah.
to over-explain that one. I'm not sure
It's very
why,
insightful.
but yes, Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin
All right.
Clark. 4, I'm going with the director Martin Scorsese.
Okay.
I love a lot of his work, and I think it was, I can't remember what year it was, but it was Raging Bull with Robert De Niro, and I think Joe Pesci was in there, and he was like slowly climbing the ranks as a boxer, all like black and white, but just the style and the story building, I would say, just led me into the film world. I would say it's so good.
I like it. I like it so far. Two very creative minds that you're wanting to spend some time with. I do like that.
Well,
Very
thank
cool. My next one that I put on my list is my grandfather. My grandfather on my mother's side, and listen, a lot of people lost their still have their grandparents or lost their grandparents at a very young age, or didn't even know their grandparents.
True.
But you know, I lost my grandfather. I lost at 19. So I didn't really feel like I got to know him as an adult, if that makes sense. And if I could go back and have to sit down with him and have a glass of wine with him,
Totally.
that'd be cool.
Yes.
So it's just something that I thought of. So
I love that
that's
one.
number 4.
Beautiful choice.
Yeah, thank you.
3, Quentin Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino, you're going like
Another
all Hollywood
director.
here, okay?
A little bit.
A little Hollywood flair to your list. Okay. What
His
about
little backstory of how he got into movies is always a little funny to me. And his world building is unlike anything I've ever seen. Like, he creates in-universe things. So like they have their own little restaurants, and each restaurant is in the same movie, or they're all in the other movies. So like this movie has this restaurant carried over here, carried over.
I didn't know that.
And they're all connected. It's all in the same universe. Is how he does it. That's
right.
what I like.
You have a favorite Quentin Tarantino movie?
It's called Hateful Eight on Netflix.
Okay.
And I think it's like 6 hours long.
Oh, really?
But you can watch it as a series, but it's so good.
Okay. I never heard of that one. All right.
They got 6 hours to spare.
6 hours. Well, you don't have to watch it.
No, you could watch
in one
it like
sitting,
episodes,
right?
yeah.
Okay. All right. I like that. All right. Good one.
Thank you.
My number 3 on my list, Jimmy Page. Legendary guitar player, Led Zeppelin. I'd love to sit down with him and just talk about that creative writing process for so many songs that Led Zeppelin came out with that are just so incredibly good. To be able to sit down with him and just talk about some of that process with him would be incredible in my mind. Jimmy Page.
Jimmy Page.
Yes.
Phenomenal choice. I know Jimmy Page. 2, I'm going Mads Mikkelsen. He was the actor in Hannibal, the lead guy, and I like his range that he could do, and just how he can put himself into whatever role that he's doing, and just kind of carry that over.
Would there be roles that this person has done that I would know?
Probably not, but you would know his face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Say the name again?
Mads Mikkelsen.
Mads Mikkelsen.
Yes.
Okay. All right. It's a good choice.
Thank you.
So you're appreciative of like a lot of creative people. Creative people would be, I agree, amazing people to sit down and chat with.
Yes.
For sure. All right, that's good.
Some inspiration.
I felt like I wanted to do something related to wine. So I had to think about, okay, who would I like to sit down with and talk about wine with?
I'm curious too.
And I picked Herman J. Weimer. Herman J. Weimer. Still alive today, I believe. Still alive today. But again, famous Finger Lakes winemaker and pioneer really for this area. I would love to sit down and chat with him and have him see what we're doing here and pick his brain and what would he suggest that we do.
Yes.
It would be amazing to get his insight and his thoughts on our own business here. It'd be incredible. Herman J. Weimer. He retired in 2007.
What not? Yeah.
2007 is when he turned that winery over to its current owners, Fred Merwith and Oscar Binky, if I'm saying that, or Bink. I might be saying the last name wrong, but Oscar and Fred own the winery today. But it just feels like that should have been like, I don't know, like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Instead,
But
it's been almost 20, been 18
20,
years
yeah,
since he retired
Huh.
from Herman J. Weimer. So yeah,
That's a beautiful
I'd
choice.
love to sit down with him.
I love that one, Mike.
Good, thank you.
So I'll build up to this one. People know I play Xbox, and through video games, you can connect to people. And I met, I would say, somebody in my age group around 17, and we were playing almost every single day for years.
Okay.
And until last year, he tragically passed away. So
sorry to hear that.
He lived in Florida, and I never got the chance to meet him, but we always talked about doing it. So I feel like he would be my number one. So Logan Thomas was his name.
Wow.
And I feel like that would be the funniest person I would ever have a glass, and like probably the greatest friend I'll ever have.
Wow.
I would say.
Wow. And somebody who you never met face to face.
Never met face to face, but years of connection.
Yeah, it's amazing how you can develop that connection without ever having to meet somebody today with technology and the way the world works. So
yeah,
I like that.
I totally agree.
Very good one.
Well, thank you.
Cheers. Cheers to that one. My last one could be a little controversial, but this is somebody who I've always looked up to as an entrepreneurial icon. For me is Dave Portnoy. Dave Portnoy is the founder of Barstool Sports, one of the a very large social media,
Yes.
I guess I'll call it, company that has lots of different shows and podcasts and YouTube channels, and but he built this thing kind of from the ground up.
Yes.
And literally started by passing out newspapers in like the general Boston area to now this gigantic this media company that I personally enjoy a lot in terms of a lot of their content. But he's an amazing leader. He is he will tell it to you like it is. He is
true.
No holds barred. Dave Portnoy is, and I just have a lot of respect for him as a leader and as a businessman, and would love to sit down and chat with him.
Talk to him about some business.
Love to sit down and chat with him. Yeah,
is he the guy that does the pizza challenges?
He does.
Okay, so now review. I know. Yes,
that is Dave Portnoy. Yes, he's known for. That's the thing. He's known for like he's done all, and these are things that he like created. And
yes.
It's like, yeah, he's again like similar to a lot on your list, very creative mind.
Yes, and, I would totally agree with that one.
He is. Yeah, don't get in his way.
No,
he's got an idea.
He's set. Yeah,
he's going to make it happen.
I love that one.
He's a big grudge guy too. He holds a grudge, and I respect it. I respect
the grudges.
Dave Portnoy. That's my last one.
I love it. Good, insightful
this was
list.
Good. This was a good list.
Thoughtful.
That was good. I liked yours. I liked your list.
I loved yours.
Yeah, mine was kind of all over the place compared to yours. I thought yours, but I liked it. That was good. That was interesting. Great. Hopefully, it's getting your brain thinking about who you'd love to sit down and have a glass of wine with. Right? It's not easy to come up with 5.
Not at all.
Yeah. So, great job. Great job. Thanks for the great idea out there. Let's get to the toast.
Let's do the
We're
toast.
Going to celebrate with a little Bob Seger. We have to do Bob Seger.
Bob Seger.
We have to do some Bob Seger. Some old time rock and roll, baby. No, I'm not doing that one. So on his birthday, let's have a nice toast to Bob Seger. Love this song. Here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. Here I go, playing the star again. There I go, turn the page. Cheers.
Cheers.